Have you ever wondered why someone who already has a partner can't seem to stay away from you? Why they keep coming back, texting late at night, finding excuses to cross paths, knowing full well they're committed elsewhere? It's not about you stealing someone else's love. It's about an emptiness they're trying to fill, an itch that has nothing to do with their partner and everything to do with the way they feel when they're around you. You represent something they've lost, a spark, a version of themselves they crave to relive. With you they feel seen, admired, alive again. But here's the catch. That doesn't mean they're ready to leave their reality. You're the emotional vacation, not the destination. And if you're not careful, their search for validation can trap you in a cycle of mixed signals and late-night messages that never lead anywhere. The real question isn't why they seek you, it's whether you're willing to be the what if in someone else's story instead of the main character in your own. So tell me in the comments, have you ever been in this situation? Did you walk away, or did you let it pull you in? If a man who already has a girlfriend or wife starts showing interest in you, I need you to hear this clearly. He isn't doing this out of love. And no, it's not because his partner no longer understands him, or because he has never felt anything like this before, or even because you're so unique and special. Those things may sound sweet and might feel nice to hear, but they are not the real truth. The truth is deeper and far less romantic. When a man involves himself with you while still committed to someone else, he isn't really thinking about you. He's only thinking about himself. He might be driven by impulse, desire, boredom, or a craving to feel seen and wanted again. But what he isn't doing is offering you something honest, stable, or built on real love. He wants you as a break from his everyday life, not as someone he's planning to build a future with. You deserve to know this from the start. It's not fair for you to give your time, your body, your energy, and your heart to someone who never intends to give you the same in return. Don't trick yourself into thinking you're not good enough for him to leave his partner. That's not what this is about. This isn't about your value, it's about his lack of courage. He doesn't have the strength to live truthfully. And if he can't make the right decisions for his own life, do you honestly think he will make the right ones for you? Let me talk to you as someone who cares, like a brother, a friend, someone who doesn't want to see you hurt. This man isn't pursuing you because he's in love. He's coming after you because his ego is hungry. Remember this, when a man who is already in a relationship shows up in your life, it's not because you're the missing piece of his heart. It's not because you're his soulmate. In most cases, the real reason he can't stay away from you is because he wants to feel powerful again. He wants to feel like he still has it. What he's craving is attention, not connection. Chances are he no longer feels wanted or important in his current relationship. Instead of facing those feelings and fixing what's broken in his own life, he searches for it elsewhere. And that's where you come in. He enjoys that another woman still finds him attractive. It makes him feel alive, in control, and important. Without even knowing it, you may be feeding a part of him that he can't manage on his own. He isn't in love with you, he's disappointed in himself. Instead of fixing that, he uses you as a distraction. You become the person who helps him escape his own unhappiness. You give him attention, and in return, he offers false promises, half-truths, and just enough sweetness to keep you close. Here's the painful reality. In most cases, it's not even really about you. It could have been any woman willing to give him that kind of attention. I'm not saying this to make you feel unworthy. I'm telling you because you deserve the truth. Don't create a fantasy out of something that isn't real. He's not trying to build something meaningful with you. He's just thinking about what he can take from you. When a man truly loves someone, he doesn't risk the people who matter to him. If he wants to keep you a secret, an affair, something hidden away, then he's not protecting you, he's protecting his own comfort, his image, and his double life. He's thinking about everything he gets to keep while still having something extra on the side. You're not being chosen, you're being used. Please don't mistake secret late-night calls or stolen passionate moments for real love. Don't mix up excitement with true partnership. You deserve to be someone's real choice, not someone's second option. You are worth more than being a temporary emotional bandage for someone else's mess. Maybe he has already told you, my relationship is falling apart, or I don't feel anything for her anymore, or we're only together for the kids. Maybe he said, you're different, or you make me feel alive. And maybe hearing all of that made you feel like you were his savior, his second chance, his escape route. But you need to face something important, something that might sting but will also set you free. He's not going to leave her. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, and most likely not ever. Because when a man truly wants to be with you, he doesn't hide behind excuses. He takes action. If his relationship was really over, he would have ended it before ever involving you. A man with integrity doesn't start something new while still holding on to the old. A man who truly cares about you will want to protect you from pain, not drag you into it. But men like this often remain in the same cycle for months, even years, telling you they're about to leave, that they just need a little more time. Now's not the right time. I don't want to hurt anyone. I'm waiting for the perfect moment, but that moment never arrives. He never fully chooses you. He never closes one door before opening another. And all the while you're left waiting, hoping, believing that someday his promises will come true. Deep down you already know, if he hasn't left by now, it's not because he can't, it's because he won't. You are not his future, you are his escape. You exist in the gap between his lies and his comfort zone. Maybe he treats you kindly, listens to you, and makes you feel like you're the only one. Maybe he even says he loves you. But love, true love, is more than words whispered in secret. It's action, it's consistency, it's choosing someone completely and openly. Ask yourself this: who gets to wake up next to him every morning? Who spends the weekends with him? Who shares his holidays, his home, his family? Who does he make space for in his real, everyday life? If the answer isn't you, then what place do you really hold in his life? You were never meant to be someone's secret. You were not created to be a temporary solution. You deserve to be seen, respected, chosen, and valued in the open, not hidden behind closed doors and quiet whispers. If you're not his priority, then you're just a hidden chapter in his story. A promise he never planned to keep. Don't become the woman who waits endlessly, who makes excuses for him, who lowers her standards just to fit into his life. You deserve a love that doesn't have to live between two different lives. You deserve a love that's real, strong, and free. But that's not what he's offering. The truth is, he'll only ever give you leftovers. If he already has someone and is still chasing you, he will never make you his first choice. No matter how sweet his words sound or how many promises he makes, you will always come second. You'll get whatever he has left to give. He'll see you when it fits his plans, not when you need him. He'll call you when it suits him, not when you're waiting. His messages will always come in private, carefully hidden, always checking to make sure he doesn't get caught. And when you finally gather the courage to ask why he's acting distant, he'll always have the perfect excuse ready. I had the kids all day. She's been unwell. Work drained me. I couldn't text you. I was with her the whole time. And instead of the honesty you deserve, you'll get guilt disguised as concern. Why are you upset? You know what I'm going through. I'm hurting too. Don't push me. This isn't easy for me. Do you see what's happening? You end up being the understanding one, the patient one, the person who bends, adjusts, and waits while he lives in both worlds, enjoying the best of each without giving up anything. Never forget, he already has a steady life. He has a home, a partner, his everyday rhythm, someone to come home to, someone who cares for him when he's unwell, who shares his mornings and nights. He has comfort, stability, and emotional support. And then he has you when it suits him. But you're often left waiting, alone, staring at a silent phone, holding on to a promise that fades a bit more each day, hoping that maybe this time it will be different, but deep down you know it won't. What he's offering you isn't love. It's tiny fragments of attention. It's the leftover moments of his day, It's a miss you text sent past midnight when the rest of the world is asleep, followed by nothing. No action, no plan, no real change. That's not love. That's emotional taking. He comes to you when he's empty, when he's fighting with her, when boredom hits, when he feels lonely, or just needs to feel wanted. And when he's satisfied, he vanishes. He turns into excuses, silence, and distance, leaving you to sit there questioning what you did wrong. But here's the truth: you did nothing wrong. He never intended to give you more than crumbs. From the very beginning, all he had for you were tiny pieces, the leftovers of his double life. And you deserve far more. You deserve someone who texts you freely, calls you without hesitation, takes you out in the open without shame or secrecy. You deserve someone who fits you into their entire day, not just the stolen hours. Someone who gives you their whole attention, not what's left after they've already given themselves elsewhere. You deserve to be someone's first choice, not their secret. Because if you keep accepting crumbs, how can you ever expect to have the whole meal? Men who give so little often do so because they know some women will put up with it. But you are not that woman. You were never made to settle. You were made to be loved fully, openly, and completely. You were made to be valued with honesty, shown off with pride, and held with steady hands. He isn't choosing you, and as painful as that truth is, it's the one you most need to face. If a man truly wants you, he won't keep you hidden. He won't leave you waiting. He won't limit you to stolen moments or dark corners. He will bring you into his life without hesitation, proudly, and with no excuses. He will protect your heart not just with his words, but with his actions. If he's still tied to another woman while chasing you, then he's not choosing you. He's choosing what's easiest for him. He's choosing his comfort. He wants to keep everything, his stable home, his family image, and still have you too. He doesn't want to lose anything. He's not choosing love. He's choosing convenience. No matter how sweet his words sound, if he isn't changing anything for you, you are not being chosen. You're being used. I know it's hard to accept, especially when he's saying all the things you want to hear. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. You make me feel alive. I've never felt this way before. And you want to believe him because your heart feels something powerful, because the passion feels real, because there's a spark, chemistry, something that seems undeniable. But emotions aren't the same as facts. So ask yourself, where are the real choices? Where are the clear actions? Where's the breakup he's been promising? Where are the solid plans for a future that go beyond hidden chats and hurried meetups? If his love lies only in whispers and not in decisions, then it isn't love, it's emotional seduction. When a man says he loves you but still sleeps next to someone else, still shares his life with her, still carries on like nothing's changed, that's not love. That's avoidance. That's fear. That's selfishness dressed up as passion. Real love doesn't leave you doubting. Real love doesn't keep you waiting in silence. Real love doesn't make you feel guilty. Real love doesn't put you second. Real love chooses you with certainty. It brings you calm, not endless chaos. It offers peace, not pain. It gives you a steady place in someone's life, not endless excuses and delays. So, if you're with someone who hasn't left his partner yet but keeps telling you he loves you, ask yourself the hardest question. Is he really choosing me, or is he just using me? Am I truly being loved, or am I only filling a space someone else no longer fills? Because when a man genuinely chooses you, he chooses you fully, with his time, his actions, his presence, his words, and most importantly, with steady and consistent effort. Don't allow yourself to be someone's secret. Don't accept being the hidden part of another person's life because they lack the courage to close their previous chapter. You are not a pause button. You are not a distraction. You are not something to help someone pass time. You are a woman who deserves to be chosen completely, not half-claimed or kept in the dark. If he can't give you that, then the problem isn't that you're not enough. It's that he doesn't have the strength to love you as you deserve. And what do you deserve right now? To stop thinking about him. Stop holding on to what he said he'd do. Stop waiting for promises that stay empty. Turn your focus back to yourself. You deserve so much more than this. You deserve someone who reaches out to you without hesitation, who calls you in the middle of the day, who holds your hand proudly in public, not only behind closed doors. You deserve someone who gives you their full presence, not leftovers from a life that's already too full. You deserve to be the center of someone's life, not their escape. If you keep settling for crumbs, how can you ever expect to be given the whole feast? Men who offer little do so because they know some women will accept it. But you are not one of them. You weren't born to settle. You were born to be loved. Out loud. With consistent actions. With complete presence. With honesty and true commitment. He isn't choosing you. And as hard as this is to hear, it's the truth you need most. If a man genuinely wants you, he won't keep you hidden. He won't just keep you waiting. He won't let you wonder where you stand. He won't make you feel like you're stealing bits of his time. He won't keep telling you, just a little longer, or please be patient with me. A man who truly wants you doesn't need convincing. He doesn't need months or years to make up his mind. He won't keep two lives going, waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. He'll clear the path to you, even if it's hard, even if it costs him comfort, because real love requires choice and action. Ask yourself, honestly, if he can betray her trust so easily, what makes you believe he won't one day betray yours? If he can live a double life with her, why would he suddenly change for you? What you're seeing now is who he is. Someone who wants to hold on to everything without sacrificing anything. And if you stay, you'll always be the part of his life that's hidden away, the piece he keeps in the shadows, never fully yours. Meanwhile, time slips away. Days turn into months, months into years, and you're still waiting for him to finally choose you. Waiting for messages that come too late, for calls that only happen when it's convenient for him. Waiting for a love that exists in words but never shows up in actions. You start to feel empty, questioning yourself, wondering why you're not enough, when in reality, it was never about your worth. It was always about his inability to give more. There's a hard truth you have to face. The longer you stay, the deeper the pain grows. He'll keep taking what you give, your patience, your understanding, your heart, because it costs him nothing. And the more you wait, the more you teach him that this is all you'll accept. That you'll keep showing up for a man who only shows up halfway. But you were never meant for this halfway love. You weren't made to be someone's backup plan, someone's escape when life feels heavy. You were made to be chosen fully. To be the woman he proudly stands beside. The one he introduces to his world without hesitation. You deserve mornings where he reaches for you first. Days where you're a part of every plan. Nights where you don't have to wonder who he's with. And deep down, you know this. You know you're tired of being the one who waits, who hopes, who excuses behavior that only hurts you. You want more. Real love, open love, the kind that doesn't make you feel like you're asking for too much just by wanting honesty. It's time to stop settling for pieces of a man who will never give you his whole self. Stop waiting for him to suddenly wake up and choose you. Stop believing the next promise will finally be the one he keeps. Because while you're waiting, your life is on hold, your heart is breaking, and your worth is being overlooked. Real love doesn't keep you in the dark. It doesn't make you feel like you're competing for a place that should already be yours. Real love chooses you every day without fear, without excuses, without secrets. You deserve nothing less. Choosing yourself means finally stepping away from the cycle that has kept you stuck. It means looking at the reality instead of holding on to the fantasy. It's realizing that waiting for him to change is costing you more than just time. It's costing you your peace, your self-respect, and your ability to welcome real love into your life. Every time you answer a late-night text, every time you settle for the bare minimum, you're telling yourself that this is all you deserve. But deep down, you know that isn't true. You were not meant to live in the shadow of someone else's relationship. You were not created to be the in-between, the woman who gets the scraps of his attention while another woman gets the rest of him. Real love doesn't hide. Real love shows up, claims you fully, and never makes you feel like you're a secret. Imagine the kind of love where you no longer have to second-guess his words, where his actions speak louder than any excuse, where you are the priority and not an afterthought. That is the love you're worthy of. Steady, certain, and free from lies. Leaving him behind will hurt at first. It will feel like pulling yourself out of something that has wrapped around your heart. There will be moments when the memories replay in your mind, when you miss the small highs he gave you, when you're tempted to believe his words again. But remember, you're not walking away from love. You're walking away from confusion, from half-truths, from waiting for something that was never truly yours. Healing starts with choosing yourself again. Fill the spaces that he once occupied with things that bring you real happiness. Friends who love you openly, goals that make you proud, and experiences that remind you of your own strength. The more you focus on what builds you, the less power his absence will have. In time, you'll look back and wonder why you ever settled for so little. Because the truth is, the love you're waiting for won't require hiding, excuses, or endless patience. The man who is meant for you will never make you feel like you have to fight for his attention. He will give it freely, with joy, because he knows your worth and wants you to feel it every day. That is what you deserve, and the moment you fully believe it, you'll never again settle for anything less. There comes a moment when you finally realize that holding on is hurting more than letting go. That moment is now. It's the day you stop waiting for his messages, stop hoping that his promises will finally mean something, and stop letting his indecision control your life. You're not walking away because you stop caring. You're walking away because you finally understand your worth. You've outgrown being the hidden part of someone's life, the secret he keeps while enjoying the comfort of another world. You're choosing yourself, your peace, and your future. He might try to pull you back with the same sweet words, the same excuses, the same claims of love he's repeated countless times. But this time, you'll see them for what they are. Words without action, promises without follow-through. You'll remember the lonely nights, the endless waiting, the way he made you feel like you were always asking for too much just by wanting to be chosen. And you'll know you deserve better. Real love will never ask you to shrink yourself to fit into the empty spaces of someone else's life. Real love will never keep you waiting in the shadows or doubting your value. It will stand by you in the open, proud and certain. That's what you are holding out for. Not half love, not borrowed time, but the full, unconditional love that has always been yours to claim. So close the door on this chapter with no regrets. He may never understand what he lost, but that's not your burden to carry. Your only focus now is moving forward, healing, and making space for the kind of love that doesn't require hiding. The moment you refuse to accept less than you deserve, the right person will see you, choose you, and never let you question your place in their life. You are not someone's backup plan. You are not a secret. You are the main story, and your next chapter begins the moment you decide you're done settling. Walk away with your head held high, knowing that the love you seek, honest, open, and unwavering, is still waiting for you. And when it comes, you'll never have to question if you're truly chosen. You'll know.